Hey, thanks for hanging in with me. Last time we checked in was roughly, 2 hours ago. That was the time I had to go to the FFL shop, wait in line because the shop that we like to deal with, they're only open a couple days a week, and with the holidays, they've been very backed up. So I got their rated opening, and there was maybe 10 guys waiting to pick up uh, either orders, transfers, buying new weapons, things like that. So very busy time, lots of people just picking up things, buying things. So I just had to wait for the process. And anyway, who cares all about that? So, like I said, my wife, she said, hey, by the way, one of your Christmas gifts is finally here. It was supposed to have been here earlier, but just with backups and ordering and shipping and all that, it just took a little bit longer. So anyway, I was just told to go to the shop and they would have something for me there. And I just, of course, had to pay the transfer fee and run my background check, and then it was all good. So what she got me, which is very cool because I've been talking about, I'm trying to pick one of these up for 6 months, and every time I would try to order one, they were out of stock. And it is a Finnish M39. It is a Sako or Seiko M39. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that. Sako, Seiko. But anyway, it is fresh out of the box, complete with cosmoline. So it needs to be cleaned up. I don't know if this thing has seen the light of day in 50 years or not, but it is let's see, it is a date stamp 1943 Seiko M39. 762 by 54R, shoots the Russian cartridge. And what's really cool about these rifles is that a lot of them were captures, Finnish captures, that they then retooled, rebarreled, and issued to the Finnish troops. So supposedly, everything about these is better compared to a standard Mosin Nagant. The barrel quality, the trigger, everything is supposed to be smoother, a more accurate, better firing rifle, better feel, better stock. Everything is supposed to just be better. I've never handled one of these. I've never shot one of these. So I'm going to look very forward to getting this thing out there with the long weekend we have coming for New Year's, which also happens to coincide with my birthday. So can't wait to see what she gets me then. So that's all very cool. So anyway, be sure to thank my wife for me because I certainly will. As far as quality goes, I mean, it's a solid, it feels solid, it feels very robust. The stock right away, the stock right in the handle area feels beefier, thicker. Definitely just a beefier feel to it. It's covered in cosmoline, so I can't really sit there and say that the finisher and the bluing on the metal is fantastic or bad. I can't really say because, like I said, it's just coated in cosmoline inside and out. Before I left the shop, I did check the barrel, the bore. The bore is nice. It's in good condition, no pitting. It's nice and shiny. The grooves and lands are very strong, so that's all good. If you were not a connoisseur of these types of weapons, you would just think it was a hex receiver Mosin, and but no, it's a Finnish M39. So very cool. I'm excited to get this out there because for some reason I get more excited about these relic and antique firearms than I do anything new. I think these just have a little bit more soul and character to them. Being wood and metal and made on machines and tooling and all that cool stuff versus stuff that's just polymer, plastic, stuff like that, which is all great. The new stuff it's cutting edge, it's space age, it's the best you can get. It's the best weapons available, but there's just something about these old antique firearms that I really love. So that is it. That's what I could tell you about this at the moment. Other than I haven't fired it yet. All I've done is checked the insides and outside. I've pulled the trigger a couple times. It seems very smooth and crisp. So that's very cool. My wife, once again, has come through big time. If you remember last year, she bought me that Zastava AK underfolder, which has been a fantastic, fun rifle. Very good bang for the buck. And this is also very cool. So I'm glad she paid attention to things I've been complaining that I haven't been able to get my hands on. So that's that. And I should show you guys this real quick. This is what my brother got me. He got me some cool stuff. So he kind of, on Christmas, he gave me this 5.56 ammo tin. And inside was some cool stuff. So I already put this on the rifle, but there was a Magpul AFG2 angled grip, which is awesome because I was thinking about swapping over to one of those. Gave me a, let's see, 6, 7. He gave me 8 of these 8 surplus AR-15 mags. This is aluminum. Who's this made by? Ray Industries. I don't know. Then he gave me this two-button accessory rail kit deal for flashlights, lasers, things like that. And then he also gave me a one button for flashlight, laser, whatever. What else is in here? A Magpul RSA rail sling attachment. And then also, which was my favorite thing, he gave me this Otis. Is it Otis Industries? Otis cleaning kit. And it has everything included in this little pouch to do 5.56, 7.62, 9mm, 50 cal, 40, 45, and 12 gauge. So for my purposes, that covers me on 5.56, 7.62, which the Mosins, the M39, and the AKs are all a 7.62 caliber bore. 9mm, of course, I have a lot of 9mm. 50 cal, don't have any 50 cal. 40, 45. The 40 works great because I have a 10mm pistol, and a 10mm is just a 40 caliber chamber. And then the 12 gauge, which is cool because I use 12 gauge brushes to clean out the gas tubes on my AKs. So this little kit, this little field kit, will cover me for just about every caliber I own. You open it up. There's you got some swabs, some patches. There's these little clear tubes that have brushes in them. Then on this side, over here, you got a couple more brushes, and then different little attachments, things for, I don't even know what all these do. I'm gonna have to go through, see if there's any instructions online. There's all kinds of little attachments and things like that all do something. I know they do something, I just don't know what. And then on the other side, you've got a big brush. I'm assuming that's for 12 gauge. Then you've got these long, dig it out of there. I can't get it out right now. Julia was here. She could dig it out with her long fingernails. There we go. I assume this is for pushing pins on probably ARs, things like that. Just basically a long, it's probably a hardened metal push pin piece. You got all kinds of stuff in here, and they're all metal. That's the thing, is none of this stuff is plastic or nylon in here. It's all metal. And then here you got what appears to be a barrel flag or something. You got all these little tubes and attachments, brushes. There is a cable in here, a couple cables, multiple different cables, cables upon cables upon cables, and there's more attachments in there. Let me see. Oh, there's this little tool here with almost like a very fine point, like almost like a needle on the end. It looks like what you would use to inflate a basketball. I don't even know what that's for, because I've never seen one of these kits in the flesh. I've seen them, but I've never held one. So you got all these. They feel like they're steel, but they've got a coating of nylon or some kind of a polymer coating on them so that, you know, probably don't mess up your bore. This one I'm going to assume is for a rifle. So you got that, and you got these little shorties for, I'm going to assume, for pulling through pistol bores. So all kinds of cool little gadgets and stuff. So I've got all kinds of stuff to play with and to report back on. I've got to update and get up to speed long-term shooting stuff with, Polish P64. Trying to think what else. I'm going to do some in the field, outside shooting stuff, probably with this Finnish M39, the AK underfolder. I've got to do a long-term live with test of the Primary Arms 4X optic that I have on my AR, which has been working great. I just need to get out and shoot it and film, and not just shoot and forget the film. So that's it. Anyway, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I know New Year is coming this week, so Happy New Year. Be safe, have fun, enjoy, and we'll see you guys all real soon in the new year. And have fun, guys, and stay safe. Take care of each other. Talk to you guys later.